Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2016. Brought to you by Gutshot Games and their Gen Con release, Headhunters, a collectible card game and a collectible toy. And Shoot Again Games, makers of Looting Atlantis and Conspiracy. Look for Pinball Showdown on Kickstarter soon. Also brought to you by the generous support of these companies and our fantastic Kickstarter backers.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza Explosion Blowout, brought to you by our amazing sponsors down below. Please be sure to check them out. And also, we had some companies hook us up with some stuff to give away, and we're talking to one of those companies, V3G. We got Jake right here, and he's going to tell us about Strife, Shadows, and Steam, correct?
That is correct.
So what is Strife, Shadows, and Steam? Let's start off with, what is Strife first?
Okay, Strife is a two-player head-to-head strategy game. So it combines open information where both players have the same options available to them. They know what's been played, what's going to be played. There's no secrets in the game. The only randomness or luck, if you will, is just which champion I'm going to play this turn. And it's really a game where you have to outthink your opponent. We kind of call it like chess meets magic in a way, because every character that you play has two different abilities. These abilities you're going to play one for like the active ability when you actually reveal the character, and then when they're on the top of your discard pile, which we call legacy ability, you activate the bottom ability. So you're creating these combo chains. You're always playing for the current turn and then thinking one step ahead and how this can help me next turn, and reacting to your opponent who has the same options and combinations available to them as well. So it becomes a game. It's not a memory game. It's something we stress a lot. It's not about who can build the best deck. It's not about who can remember things the best in gameplay like a lot of games. This is one where it comes down to pure who can outthink their opponent, who can build the best combos and react to each other the best. So it's a pretty good head game, especially if you have somebody you play with a lot, like the same group or whatever. It can get deeper and deeper. The more familiar players get with it. So that's Strife in a nutshell.
There was an older version of Strife.
Yeah, so last year was the first set. That was Legacy of the Eternals. It was a fantasy-themed story. All the characters were all common fantasy tropes, like knights and barbarians and rogues and whatnot. This set is the next set. It's just released. It's going to be in stores in September, so we're pre-releasing it here at Gen Con. It's a steampunk theme because it's called Shadows and Steam. We've continued the story of the world, so it's 2,000 years later. So there's still Eternals, the immortal creatures that the players represent, controlling things behind the scene. Our champions have obviously, things have changed. There's technology now and magic still. So we've got artificers and illusionists and clockwork men and all kinds of things that are kind of in the continuing the story and making gameplay different and kind of expanding our options, because all the champions have unique new abilities. We've introduced a new game mechanic with tokens where you can bring things out onto the board and that can last past your turn. So this set has got some tricks up its sleeve for sure compared to the first one. So, but the cool thing is you can play them against each other. So you can play steampunk versus fantasy. You can play one set against the other one. And you can even do a little bit of deck building. We'll be releasing rules for that too. So,
fantastic. So I always like to ask, you got two. If this goes well, do we have any plans for what the third iteration might be?
Yeah. So the third set will be the last set. It is called Aram Ascendant, and it'll be 2,000 years in the future past steampunk. So it's going to be high sci-fi, if you will. So think of like more the maybe Final Fantasy-esque sci-fi, that kind of genre. And there's still magic and really, really high-tech. So we've got some really fun new abilities and stuff that kind of play off that theme and extend the game and kind of complete the whole Strife story. So.
And what's the MSRP on these?
$20. So $20. It comes with a collector's tin, all the stuff. And 2 in-game expansions that you can add in to mix up your gameplay. So
fantastic. Where can we steer people to learn more about Strife and V3G?
Vision3games.com. That'll have all the info you need.
All right, thank you very much, Jake. That is Strife, which I have not checked it out. I recommend it. I reviewed the first one, enjoyed it an awful lot. Can't wait to check out the second one. I do highly recommend it. But if you enjoyed this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below or in the comments below. Let me know. Aliens, do you think they're real? I do. I think it's too big of a galaxy. You think aliens are real, Jake?
Absolutely.
It's huge. It's huge.
I think I'm talking to one right now.
Shots fired. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
This was brought to you by Headhunters from Gunshot Games, Pinball Showdown from Shoot Again Games, these great companies, and fans like you.